Hello students, hope you are fine. Myself KD Borse sir, biology teacher. In last lecture we have seen some concept like in lower reproduction in lower and higher plants, sexual reproduction, structure of typical flower, sequential events of sexual reproduction. Today's learn the concept structure of anther, concept of microsporogenesis and structure of microspore. Now in previous lecture we have to study structure of flower, consist of 4 floral whorls, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Calyx and corolla are non-essential whorls. Androecium and gynoecium are essential whorls. Androecium is male reproductive whorl. Its individual member known as stamen. Here the figure flower show stamen consist of 3 parts. Upper cap-like part known as anther. Connective is seen in between the 2 anther lobes and the stalk-like structure known as filament. Anther is fertile part of the stamen and filament is sterile part of the stamen. Anther is most important because it produces pollen grain. Later on pollen grain produce male reproductive parts. So it is most important part of male reproductive system of the flower. Next we have to study anther, structure of anther. There are 2 types of anthers, monothecous anther and dithecous anther. When stamen seen 2 anther lobes are called as dithecous anther. When stamen have only 1 anther lobe known as monothecous anther. In difference between monothecous and dithecous anther, monothecous anther have single lobe, dithecous anther have 2 lobes. Single lobe consists of 2 pollen sacs. Therefore monothecous anthers are also called as bisporangiate anther. This one is bisporangiate anther because it has only single lobe and seen 2 pollen sac. Dithecous anther have 2 lobes present 4 pollen sac, therefore they are called as tetrasporangiate anther. Here tetrasporangiate anther are seen because 4 pollen sacs are present. At the time of maturity, anther contain hypodermal cells are converted into archisporial cells. Now internal structure of anther, that is TS of anther, show some tissue structures are shown like archisporial cells are developed from hypodermal cells. These archisporial cells are differentiated into 2 types of cells, outer primary parietal cell and inner sporangious cells. Outer primary parietal cells form anther wall, and the anther walls are consist of 4 different layers. Epidermis is outermost. Below the epidermis endothecium seen. Below the endothecium middle layer, and below the middle layer tapetum is seen. Now the inner sporangious cells are differentiated or converted into microspore mother cell, also called as pollen mother cells, undergoes meiosis to produce microspore or pollen grains. That is, pollen grain contain hypodermal cells. To form such different types of cells are seen in internal structure of anther. Here different stages in development of anther are seen. The first stage is known as young anther stage, contain hypodermal cells, is converted into second stage, that's hypodermal cells are converted into archisporial cells. Such structure are developed to form 4 locations of cells. Such structure developed to form a complete anther have primary parietal cells form wall of the anther, and sporangious cells form microspore mother cell. In detail, we have to see TS of anther. Structure shows different walls are seen, like epidermis is outermost layer, below the epidermis endothecium seen, below the endothecium middle layer seen, and below the middle layer tapetum are seen. Here this one is diathecous anther because 2 anther lobes are seen. This one is connective because 2 lobes are connected by connective tissues. Each anther lobe contain 2 pollen sacs, and each pollen sacs have 4 different walls: epidermis, endothecium, middle layer, and tapetum. Now, different walls of anther is shown in detail in that figure, like outermost layer known as epidermis. The cells of epidermis are compactly arranged, protective function provide to the anther. Endothecium is present below the epidermis. Seen, this one is endothecium layer. Radially elongated fibrous thick cells are seen in this layer. Provide function help dehisced anther at maturity due to presence of dehiscence line. In your textbook, one of the figure is seen. This one is TS of anther dehisced figure. What is anther dehisced process? 2 pollen sacs merged to one due to dehiscence line present in endothecium. That's main function is a release of pollen grains due to endothecium line present, due to dehiscence line present in endothecium. This is the final function of anther. Below the endothecium, middle layer seen. These are the thin 1-2 layered cells. At the time of maturity, these cells are degenerate. Now, innermost wall of the anther known as tapetum. This one is tapetum. This tapetum is actually enclosed microspore mother cells or pollen mother cells. Also, most important function, provide food material or nutrition to the microspore mother cell or pollen sac. What are the different valves are present in mature anther? There are 4 different valves: epidermis, endothecium, middle layer and tapetum. Different functions of the wall of anther: epidermis protective in function, endothecium help dehisced anther, middle layer at the time of maturity they degenerate, tapetum provide nutrition and enclose the sporangious cells, that is microspore mother cells. Now the next concept is microsporogenesis. The process of formation of microspore or pollen grain called as microsporogenesis. Simply, production of microspore are called as microsporogenesis. Microspore means pollen grains. You know that microspore mother cells are present in each pollen sac of the anther. They are diploid, undergoes meiosis to form haploid tetrad pollen grains. The entire pollen grains are seen look like this structure. Different species show different entire structure. At the time of maturity, the sectional structure of pollen grains seen this type. Now each microspore mother cell divide meiotically, that is meiosis type of cell division, to form tetrad haploid microspore or pollen grains, means single microspore mother cell produce 4 pollen grains or microspore. On the basis of 2 points, some MCQ questions noted here. The first one is, how many pollen grains will formed after meiotic division in 10 microspore mother cells? You know that 1 microspore mother cell produce 4 pollen grains. So 10 microspore mother cell produce how many? 40. How many meiotic divisions are required to produce 64 pollen grains? Here the meiotic division, how many in 64 pollen grain produce? You know that 1 meiotic division produce 4 pollen grains. So 64 pollen grains produce 16 meiotic divisions. Next question is, how many microspore mother cell require for formation of 256 microspore by meiosis? 64 microspore mother cell require produce 256 microspore. The next concept is structure of microspore or pollen grain. Entire structure of pollen grain seen on the basis of some species. This one is sectional mature pollen grain figure. Each pollen grain or microspore characterized by it is unicellular, uninucleated, contain only 1 nucleus. It is haploid, contain n number of chromosome, and non-motile, not transfer from itself. It's surrounded by 2-layered wall called as sporoderm. See in this figure, outermost layer known as exine and innermost layer known as entine. Outer layer exine is very thick made up of complex substance, non-biodegradable substance called as sporopollenin. Such complex substance are provide perform function resistant to the chemical. At some places of exine shows thick portions. Each thick portions are known as germ pores. Through germ pores, emerging pollen tube during the germination of pollen grains. At the time of pollen grain germination, pollen tube emerge through the germ pores. Now the second one is intine is present inside the exine. It is very thin, made up of cellulose and pectin. Inside the intine, cytoplasm seen contains single nucleus. So this one is the entire structure or sectional structure of pollen grain or microspore. Now today's we learn topic, some exercises questions here. What is microsporogenesis? Microsporogenesis means simply formation of microspores or pollen grains. Enlist different walls present in mature anther. There are 4 different walls present in mature anther, like epidermis, endothecium, middle layer and tapetum. What is the main function of tapetum of the anther? Provide nutrition to the microspore mother cell, that is they are produce pollen grains. Name the complex non-biodegradable substance present in exine layer of pollen grain. Sporopollenin. What are the characteristic features of microspore? Each microspore is unicellular, uninucleated, non-motile, haploid. Explain the term tetrasporangiate anther. Dithecous anther consist of 2 lobes, have 4 pollen sacs. They are called as tetrasporangiate anther. Today's learn content: structure of anther. In that we learn TS of anther, different walls of anther, anther dehisced process, concept of microsporogenesis and structure of microspore. Also some exercise questions. If you have liked video, then you can subscribe my channel, tap bell icon and like the video. Also you have any doubt about today's lecture, then you can mention in the comments box.